All right, how to decipher Leonardo da Vinci's drawing, Gigantic Explosion. He's famous for three-quarter profiles. If you come in here and look at it like three quarters, and you come in three-quarter with dim lighting, very low lighting, you start to see faces. You can see a face right there, and then you back off and you'll see another face right here. And look for the eye. You see the eye right there? There's an eye right there. This is beard, mouth. And then there's somebody right there. This is Salai, and this is the master Leonardo da Vinci, right? So the way Leonardo, obviously, he didn't draw with LED lighting or mercury lamps or anything like that. They were operating with candlelight, oil lamps, daylight, if they had windows or door open. But a lot of times it would just be candlelight and to the wee hours. Now this particular gigantic explosion, I would say, has conservatively estimated like 10,000 separate points of entry. When I mean points of entry, I mean like the pencil, the carbon, or the ochre hits the parchment, the paper, the canvas, and he makes a line. Like, this is probably one of the busiest drawings I've ever seen of his. And for whatever reason, it has gone unnoticed that he did paint in pareidolia. Pareidolia is where you see images and faces and things of that nature. But he also played with the lighting, and he played with, he used lighting and he used angles. So as the light fades away, the faces would come out in this particular drawing. You can see multiple faces. So the way I've interpreted this breaking down, I mean, there's no word of a lie, probably 20 some, 30, maybe 50 different faces in here, but the two large ones, his and Salai, his lifelong partner. And you see this right here is a body. This is the body. He's got the body made out of the products of combustion, because he calls this the giant explosion. There's a body over here of Leonardo. It's pure. Very little demonology going on in that particular side of the drawing. But on this side, it's loaded with demon faces in here. There's faces and skulls and all sorts of other things going on. Hence the reason they nicknamed him Salai, Little Devil. But that intrigued, Leonardo da Vinci, just the way this guy operated. It was entertainment. And this is another drawing called The Great Flood, or The Flood. But it's nothing compared to the gigantic explosion up here. That all being said, so the top half is, just a copy of his print. Is 24 inches by 18 inches. And, they're both staring at something in the middle. I'll leave it up to you to figure out. And, this was done, taking great risk putting this together back in that particular time. And Leonardo was accused of, homosexual activity with 4 or 5 other people that were very, very pronounced, important, powerful names like Medici and a few other people. So they were all charged with, having a relationship with a well-known male prostitute in Florence. And anyways, back then they threw you in the jail. They threw you in the tower. You were literally close to being burned at the stake. Like, that was, you were going down, and that was the end of it. So that all being said, it's very dangerous times to carry on this type of alternative lifestyle, which is, absolutely normal in nature. Now you can see there's some kind of a phallic symbol in between that they're both staring at. And it's kind of like, it's probably like a little hidden picture of the two of them together. Obviously, it's been hidden quite well. I'm gonna put the lights on now. It'll almost disappear with full lighting. I mean, literally, it almost disappears. So I have a raw artist rendition of the faces down below. So the top is the original drawing. The bottom has been filled in by an artist, yours truly. So that's kind of it. So you got the two faces there. They're sharing a good laugh together, what have you. Gigantic explosion. There's a little bit more to the title than meets the eye, or meets the unseen by the eye. And over here you have building, what do you call it? Building blocks of something like that. Now this could be, something on the Vatican, because the Vatican was, their nemesis. The people that were living this lifestyle, that was their nemesis. The Vatican was always, you never knew if they were going to come bang on the door and haul your ass off and burn you alive. So that all being said, this is a rough artist rendition of the two faces. But in here you can see faces in here. You got sad guy here, and if you look at an angle, which Leonardo's famous, three-quarter profiles, there's almost 3D. I mean, it is. It really comes off as 3D images inside the smoke of the products of combustion or the explosion. So, it's really a fascinating piece of work. I have this on canvas in an art show in Venice the middle of March 2026 this year. So I figured what better place to launch a discovery like this. This is a pretty big discovery here. I mean, this has just been, when you see this thing, you see it in a book or just like in the, it's a royal, part of the royal collection. It's 12,380 is the royal collection number. Obviously, like I said, it's a gigantic explosion. And when you just see these things, I mean, you just look at it, it's so busy. Unless you got acute pareidolia like I do, you're just not going to pick it up. Even I didn't pick it up right away. I looked at it and I set it over in the corner. I ended up getting this thing by mistake. I ordered the flood print from Amazon and they sent me gigantic explosion. And when I got it, I thought it was the flood. And then when I got a big encyclopedia on Leonardo da Vinci, and I come to find out this was a gigantic explosion, and the one that was underneath it was the flood. So who knows? The universe has a sense of humor. Sent me this, and it's just a very a personal. I'm sure Salai might have had some work. He might have did some work. I know he did a little work with Leonardo. He was an artist also, so maybe they worked on it together. Who knows? But the bottom line is it's there, it's real, and it is a discovery. It's a very, very big discovery. But he's quite the guy. So I'm gonna dim the lights off one more time here. This guy's a genius. I mean, it just goes without saying. Dim the lights down. So you can see there's definitely, a different images that come out. They're more profound. The faces are more easy to look at. They come out a lot easier. And I get my shadow in the way. I was going to do a PowerPoint on this and bore you guys to death with all the pictures and everything. But the bottom line is this is it. I mean, it's just whether you see it on a TV screen or right here like that. You can see the bodies. Like he's got they have bodies. They both have bodies, and you can see I just did the profile of the faces, what I could do, and So anyways, if you're in Venice, check it out. Venice, Italy. I think it starts on the 9th to the 20th of March. So we'll see what happens. I got it for sale there, anyways. But Yeah, I mean, this is pretty wild stuff with his drawings, and these drawings are just beyond everything. As an artist, anybody that's ever put the pencil to the paper, this is just really, really time consuming, methodical, mind boggling, just actually miraculous, really. I mean, this, give just to somebody and tell them to copy it, good luck. It's not going to happen. But anyways, so it's ochre and carbon, charcoal, carbon, whatever they used back then. But all right, I think that's about it. And yeah, do comment. Let me know what you guys see. And that's it. Again, big discovery with Leonardo da Vinci, launching it in Italy, as it should be. Pretty close to where he did a lot of his work. And I'm looking at other drawings, but this is by far one of the most complex, hidden, meaningful images of these two people. Alrighty, peace out, people. My name's John Shaughnessy, and I'm at your service. Catch you later.